3,
7,
2, 1.
1.
Are we recorded? I think we are. Okay. Morning. Please tell me that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we're good. Alright,
Ameerah,
Bali,
shot for this group.
this is BTA podcast number 3, I
3.
hope. Yeah. I'm joined by Ameerah,
Hi.
Kael,
Yeah.
Sharma,
Yes.
Meet, and
Hi.
Dillon. And I think this is
Hola,
the
¿cómo
most...
estás?
Yeah, this is the most we've had on the podcast thus far.
We're actually just only going to refer to me as Meat on this podcast, huh? He's here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But dog, you have my
War,
whole
sadness,
government
hatred.
name.
Anyways, so to get things started, how's everybody doing? Please give me a score on the KMB. And also somebody post the KMB because I don't have it.
9.
Please do not open the pins again.
Yeah. like staying in the
Waste
podcast
of
channel.
time. As always, I'm a consistent 6 on the KMB. This will never change unless something drastic is happening.
I'm feeling also like a 6 because I had to rush to get here.
So why you
Hey,
happy
how
about
was the
that?
avenue, boy, Ali?
Listen,
Yeah, man.
I wake up at 6 o'clock today. I was sick all morning.
Okay.
Oh,
We all have life to deal with.
Oh God!
So why you gotta...
Jesus Christ!
Sorry.
remember not
Your
to
issues
overdose
don't
on
matter.
Panadol.
War, sadness, hatred, fellas. Oh God!
Yeah, man.
Alright, so did everybody give a score?
9.
I'm also a 6.
I'm not
Well,
saying
Yeah,
I'm 9. I'm saying no.
solid 4.
9.
Alright, nice. So everybody's either 4 or 9 then, and me and Meet are 6s.
And
And
wait,
wow.
666.
Oh no!
Wait. Wait,
Dun, dun,
6,
dun.
9? Nice. It's
Alright,
funny because
you,
it's the
Kael.
sex joke.
yes,
It's
yes.
funny because we think we're
Where would
funny.
we be without you, Kia?
Everybody
funny
type
because-
nice in the chat.
It is one less than. Oh god. A red triangle. You're killing my hair, girl.
Alright, to get things started off, changing up a little bit. First off, we have today's day in history.
Yeah, Curry Commissioner.
Go ahead, Kael. What happened
Should
today,
I-
however many years ago?
Should I start with like the oldest date or the newest date?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, in 1666, the Great Fire of London ends.
Wait,
10,000. What?
1666? 1666?
You're gonna
Yes.
cut me off
Oh
every time.
my God.
Right.
War, sadness, hatred, fellas. War,
10,000 buildings, including Old St. Paul Cathedral, are destroyed, but only 6 people are known to have died. Yes, fire emojis. In 1698, and in an effort to westernize his nobility, Tsar Peter I of Russia imposes a tax on beds for all men except the clergy and peasantry.
Wow.
Can you imagine getting a tax on a
That's
bed?
so crusty.
Damn.
In 1836, Sam Houston was elected as the first president of the Republic of Texas. Yes, the Republic of Texas.
The Republic of Texas, yeah. As
Yeah.
In
That was a
In-
thing.
1839, the United Kingdom declares war on the Qing dynasty of China.
did you pronounce that
Ooh.
correctly?
King?
No, he didn't.
King?
He did.
How do I pronounce it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I think
You
it's
know, accent. You are
It's
really accent. You pronounce
Q-I-N-G.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're really
Okay.
accent if you could pronounce it when
This
I
is
baffled
my favorite
that
one.
he could read.
In
Oh, boy.
1938, a
Church
Chilean
is
group
bleeding
of youths affiliated with the fascist National Socialist Movement of Chile are executed after surrendering during a failed coup.
Why is this your favorite one?
It's a bad situation all around.
Nah, because coup.
Remind me to
In
never green
1975.
light this segment ever
I
again.
just love coups.
In 1975, Lynette Fromm attempts to assassinate U.S. President Gerald Ford. Another, yeah. In 1977, NASA launches Voyager 1 spacecraft. Good job, NASA.
That's like the first
Keep
like good thing you've said that happened today.
Nah, keeping up with NASA. In 1984, the Space Shuttle Discovery lands after its maiden voyage. Everyone give a round of applause to the Space Shuttle Discovery.
Good job, Space Shuttle Discovery.
Ooh.
Is that the voyage where it docked at the International Space System?
I don't know. I just
You just saw maiden
Right.
voyage. I was like, yeah, that's all I need to see.
yeah. That's what on the Wikipedia thing.
I don't understand the
Wow.
words. I just read them.
Wikipedia, boy.
You know how to understand. Just know.
I still can't get over that.
Oh
And you
my
just like
God.
brought like nothing but news about, children being executed and a church burning down.
Listen, they try to hold up the government.
Okay.
You know who live in Chile? I don't.
Maybe a man
You
in
know what? Fair point.
Santiago.
I guess.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
that's
they
it.
should probably wear something warm.
Discontinuing the segment for the rest of the time.
Thank God.
I've had enough.
No. Let me talk about it, right?
Talk about what children being
What is there to
executed.
discuss?
Imagine if Abu Bakr was executed. What do you think would have
Okay.
happened?
Right, but just
He would
specifically
die.
child
Okay,
soldiers.
well,
That's what
I
I
don't
think
know.
what would have happened. He would have
Yeah, but the
died.
man like free now.
Specifically like
He
child
is
soldiers
real.
you said got executed.
Yeah.
Not like, the coup leader. Like, is not good news, Kael.
Wait, who was the coup leader?
I don't know,
Oh,
you're
Why
the
would
one who
you
looked it
know?
up.
There's no way.
There was the fascist National Socialist Movement of Chile. Wait, you're defending these people getting murdered and they're fascist? Wow.
Defending them getting murdered.
Wow.
They are
That's how
child
we do
soldiers.
it.
They're
Wow.
children.
Okay,
Bruh.
Opposite of it.
Alright.
bro.
Oh
Fuck them kids. Okay.
no.
Why did we put Kale in charge of a history segment?
Because he wanted to do it. He was like, fellas, would be a good idea if we talked about what happened today in history.
Yeah, and no one else had anything
And then
better.
you greenlit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
you
should
know
have.
what? We're
Y'all
all
should have.
better for it.
Nobody came back in a time machine and was like, Ali, don't green like that. It'll be bad.
So time travel isn't there.
Time travel isn't real because if it was, I would have came back and stopped myself.
Well, I mean, this could have just been inconsequential for you in the grand scheme of.
I could just imagine like 40
This
year
is
old
a
Ali just
character-defining moment for
open into
John
you.
Allen.
What if we have like different timelines and
This is the bad one.
it have
Sure.
Yeah, we could all agree with that.
this is the worst one.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, there were a lot of coups.
You just
Yeah,
look up
you really
Coups.
do not like that government.
Fellas,
can
who will win a
understand
fight between Doctor Strange and Doctor Who?
Where are you going?
Huh?
Alright, we're moving on.
Just
Alright,
completely
next
out
segment.
the left field.
And the answer is Doctor Who. Anyways.
Anyway,
Yeah.
It's time
Yeah, it
for
was
weekly
creepy, I
movie
think.
roundup. This week we watched 0 movies. This concludes the weekly movie roundup.
I thought you what Star Wars.
We were
round
supposed
of
to,
applause.
and Sharma was like, let's watch it tomorrow. And then Sharma just never showed up
Cop out.
tomorrow.
Wait,
Well,
Tomorrow for
really?
sure.
tomorrow is today. Tomorrow is
Yeah.
Tomorrow for
today,
sure,
and she
tomorrow
did
for
show
sure.
up.
No, she said tomorrow as in Tuesday, so Friday. She said tomorrow on Tuesday to watch it on
Oh,
Friday.
okay,
God.
And then she just never
I-
showed up on Friday.
I do apologize. I was
Ah.
reading
We don't
another
accept.
book.
No, it wasn't.
Not
No, it was-
Monster. I was reading a different book. No,
What book,
I really
Sharma?
was. I really was.
I
I
know which
shall not
book you
say.
was reading, Chapman,
Is
don't
it-
worry.
Is it
What
for
book
book
I
It
was
was
reading?
Facebook, got him.
Okay.
I
Moving on.
hate.
Somebody kick him.
What? Wait.
Nah, that was
I-
gold. That was gold. Because we tried on Monday, and then 3 days passed, and then we tried on Tuesday.
I don't know why you worrying. Tomorrow for sure. She said tomorrow, so we're gonna be
Tomorrow for sure. Yeah, no, for real. Look, tomorrow. We can have it for your next podcast. Tomorrow for sure.
You still in jail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for now.
Still in jail.
Tomorrow for sure.
Tomorrow for sure.
Have the utmost faith.
Anyways, in lieu of the weekly movie roundup, we do have something to talk about, media that we actually consumed. We have the book club, and we actually read the book.
Hey.
So,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No one
this-
thought we could do it.
for the month of
This one's
We
August.
quiet.
actually pulled it off.
Is it safe to open the book club channel? I think it is.
Yeah, this
Wait,
book
Okay.
channel is safe for work.
someone.
Yeah.
For the month of August, we were reading Monster by. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. Somebody else, please.
Rajiv, you have it.
Urasawa
Oh,
Naoki.
yeah. See, Kael?
Not even
Well
that
done, Kael. You
complicated.
see?
All right, good job.
Another mission.
I wasn't gonna
success.
give myself the chance of embarrassing myself. Trying to
You're
pronounce
not
that.
even
Hey,
gonna
fair
get
enough,
the
bro.
chance.
Yeah. The numbers don't lie.
I'm proud of us for
Anyways.
starting this book club in order to combat the rising illiteracy rates in Beyond the Abyss, and I'm glad to see
Yes.
everybody actually
Is this
successfully got to the end.
Everybody in
Yes.
quotes because
Okay.
Right,
Everybody
right,
who
right.
wanted to read the book has read it. All the
I
good
was
people
forced.
didn't,
I was forced against my will to read the book. By the way.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah?
because you are the resident illiterate.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the reason for making the book club.
Anyways, anybody wanna volunteer to give a synopsis of the book?
Yes.
Well, at least what we read was the first 2 volumes, so that's the first 16 chapters. So this is a synopsis of what we read.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Rajiv,
Kael.
would you like to?
Spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't read it.
Kael,
Wait,
you
did
are
you
the
just
pilot
volunteer?
project for this program. Go ahead.
Okay. So
Hunger Games.
it starts off with a doctor, and the doctor is having, he living life. He with the director of the hospital's daughter, so, they Shalin and all that, and the something happened where, okay, so he was going big up in the company because everyone liked him, all the patients and the doctors liked him, but he was being used as a pawn, like most main protagonists are. So, uh, while about to be, while about to do it, while going to do a surgery on a boy who got shot in the head, uh, the mayor had a stroke, and he had to be rushed to the hospital as well. So he was gonna do surgery on him, but then he was like, "Oh, like they told him, switch over to the surgery. The mayor's life is more important," which really triggered something in him because the uh, hospital chairman guy, his daughter was like, everyone's life has a
Thank you,
different
Ameerah.
standing.
Not all lives are equal, is what she was telling him.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Good
it stuck with him, yeah.
Yeah, he did surgery on the boy, not a grape, the boy.
Instead of the
Um,
mayor, because he was ordered to do his only mayor.
yeah, and he was like, "Nah, this is my life. I can do whatever I want." So he did it, and he made it. So no surprise there. So he was like, he was about to be promoted to head neurosurgeon or something,
Yeah.
and they was like, "Nah."
Yeah.
So they kick him out, and they didn't kick him out the hospital. They just let him stay there. So the boy had a twin sister who was there with. Okay, I probably should have explained more.
You don't want to go through that.
Nah, I should have probably explained more about why the boy got shoot.
Well,
So-
basically, it was, it was a crime scene. The boy had the bullet in his head. The girl was, frozen with shock, and both of
Traumatized.
their parents were dead at the scene. And both of them
Yeah.
both of the twins got brought to the hospital. And it, became
Yeah.
a murder mystery that just sprung off from that.
And then, while after a couple days after he got the bullet out the boy's head and saved his life, some surgeons was like, "Okay, let these two children meet because they want to see what happens."
It wasn't the surgeons, it was
So-
the police, wasn't it?
Was
Some sort.
the director and two of the surgeons decided that they want to
Okay.
lean into having it be like a tear-jerking story so that the
Right.
hospital can get more publicity, even though Tenma, Dr. Tenma, the main character, is said is not safe for both of them to meet yet. So the director just removed him from that position of taking care of the boy, even though he's the one who saved him, and to try and boost publicity for the hospital. So after all this is going on, he got removed from his standing. He got removed from taking care of this boy. The director straight up told him to his face he could forget about having any career trajectory. even though he did the right thing, Ten was feeling very frustrated. So while he is watching over the boy before the boy wakes up, or at least before he thinks the boy is conscious, he is like ranting about this, and he says that the director and those two surgeons deserve to die. Uh, Not thinking much of it, he's just like venting. Uh, Later on, though, like a day or two later, the director and those two surgeons come up dead, and the boy and his sister are gone. Now, as a result of the vacancies and all that, Tenma gets promoted, and the trajectory of his life kind of starts going back up. But that's incredibly suspicious because the people that he had grudges on died with the
All at the
evidence,
same
so any
time,
witnesses
by
are
the way.
gone. And then he gets promoted. So, member of like the national police is like, this guy very clearly
He
seems like the
moided
prime
them.
suspect. So he's clocking him, and I think that character he grew on me over time. His like weird quirk of how he's like move his hands because he's like entering data into his head and then like
Typing.
reaccessing it later on, which I think is a cool quirk. And I don't know if you want to recount like every event that happens after that, but
No,
basically it goes
that's
into
good. That's good
yeah,
enough so far.
the trajectory
Basically,
there is that
like his life starts going back down again.
yeah, we find out that this boy that he saved is responsible for murdering the director and the surgeons as well as other couples, and that him and his sister were like hopping from family to family, and he has some past that he doesn't want to be found. So he's murdering these people. He has no remorse in killing people, and he's all around a very terrifying child.
Yep.
And now it's 9 years later, and well, to
All
spare any
grown
more
up.
detail, is a story of this doctor now having to track down and probably kill this boy whose life he saved
Yeah.
because of how much
For
turmoil he brings to
for
the
the
world.
record, the child not gonna kill the doctor because he saved his life. So that's the only one
He's
he
like
not
his
gonna kill.
parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
And
like,
then
the
at
added respect
the
because he chose to save the boy over the mayor when, like, his job depended on him saving the mayor.
yeah,
All that?
All that. It was a very multi-layered
all of that.
story. Very intense.
I like it. I might read it all.
Same.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of momentum to carry on. And I like the characters so far a lot. Like as soon as Anna, who's the girl, Johan's twin sister, as soon as she like got reintroduced, I was like, I really like this character. She's very like upbeat and stuff. And Tenma, I want to see like where his character arc goes. You already see taking the turn of him being like, okay, I need to stop Johan myself. No one else can do it. No one else is trying to do it at the very least. They won't believe me that this kid that I saved is the one going around making all these people.
Yeah. Anyways, let me go down the line. Ameerah, did you read it?
I read up till chapter 12. I
Oh,
like it.
whoops.
Uh-oh.
It's a
No,
good thing
it's
I
fine.
didn't say anything I was gonna say just now.
It's fine. I
Yeah.
don't
That would
mind
have been.
spoilers.
We should have asked that beforehand. My
I
bad.
think I'm gonna finish it tonight because it's
Hello, peace, love, and happiness.
I love
it's
it.
real.
Lachlan.
Lachlan.
Continue, Ameerah.
I enjoyed it a lot. Like I like the way that they have the character really like grappling with his own morality in the beginning, thinking that he did the most moral thing at the time, and it just comes back to like bite him in the ass afterwards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's your language? And we not being monetized by YouTube.
Hey, fuck you.
Not
Guys.
eligible to be monetized to begin with.
Lachlan, did you read Monster?
No, I want to watch it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Whoops.
No, I mean I know the general premise of it.
Okay. Don't watch the replay of this podcast.
I'll
I
probably
know the
I'll go in
important thing.
the comments and put
Yeah,
a
please get the timestamp.
time to
Yeah.
skip past.
Kael, what did you think of it without spoiling anything else?
I really loved it. It gave me sort of you have to go back and read some stuff twice, and it's really make you think after you read it, like, huh? Because you could sort of equate it to your life, where it's like, what would happen if I did this instead? It's sort of like opportunity cost in that way.
Yeah.
So you just put yourself in boy shoes, and you're just like, what would I do in that situation?
Boy, die. Rajiv, what did you?
And that is what he would do. Yeah.
I think it was a very interesting manga. I think this is the third one I've read, which starts off with medical bureaucracy, and it's pretty similar in that regard.
In this
And
many
it does
medical
happen.
bureaucracy mangas.
Yeah, like Team
Wanna
Medical
have some
Dragon
medical
is really great.
bureaucracy.
The new
Ooh, you want
isekai
a
is medical
you want a
bureaucracy.
new one? You want a new one to read, Rajiv? It's
Chris, it
called
has to be
Initially.
the manga.
Help.
Well,
It's called what,
sir.
Kael?
Initially.
Wait, that was my question. Should I read it or watch it?
Initially.
Just read it. Come on, Lachlan.
You should
Yeah.
read it.
The main
Reading it or watch
characters.
it. After I read it up to chapter 16, I watched up to the corresponding point, the anime. And I think either way you're not losing anything. Both
Nice.
ways general.
I respect that.
Nice.
I think a little bit is added to some scenes in the anime just because they have more like to
You have
work
to like
with.
fill
It
the
gives
time.
like sound and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just either way is a good approach.
I was expecting to see more boobies, but I didn't.
Sharma, what did you think?
I thought it was normal. It was fine. Like I don't have any
So you hated it then?
spectacular
It
thoughts
was
about
normal and it was fine.
You
That
hated
was
it.
like when Fantano gives something a 7 out of 10.
I didn't
Don't
have
start
any
crying.
spectacular
So you
thoughts
just
about
vexed
it.
with us for making we waste your time?
No,
Ali,
and I'm vexed. It is
Ali, I
interesting,
know you
right?
even.
But
It's
it
not
is
even like
interesting.
an
But
hour
I
to
would.
read it, though. Jeez.
Oh my
Come
god!
on, Sharma.
Just say,
I did not
just
say
say
it is
Let us
bad.
us.
strong.
It is interesting.
Just say you hate
However,
us.
shut up. However,
Yeah, please continue, Sharma.
however, right? If I wanted to, I would continue reading it. But like, I don't really care to. I just did for y'all. But like, it was
So you
fine.
hate
It
it.
was okay. No, I didn't. I didn't hate it, but I didn't particularly love it. I'm just normal about it.
Okay, yeah, ambivalent then.
Yes.
Okay. Well, for me
So what did
personally,
he do?
no, really, yeah,
What about you, Ali?
yeah. So like, I'd
What
like
about
to
you?
talk all the time about people going into medical fields for money instead of like actually wanting to help people. And to me, this emphasizes those different kinds of people that just do it for the money, and they're like the worst kind of people to me because people lives
Evil.
in your hand, and you just care about making money. So like, yeah, this was like refreshing to me in that sense, being able to read this. Meet, do you have anything else to add?
I really enjoyed it. I really liked the approaches it takes to getting you into Tenma's like headspace, and you really relate to the frustration that he's feeling because it's a very like realistic kind of conflict. It's like you are literally just trying to do what you think is right here, but everyone around you is just trying to do what gets them further, and like dealing with that and coming to terms with having to make difficult decisions in your life in order to follow the path that you want. But then also the added element of the thing that he thought was right, and in the grand scheme of things, it ended up costing more lives. But there's no way for you to know that. There are things that you will do in this life with the best intentions that will have negative consequences. And like having to deal with that, and Tenma having to deal with that thought, I think is really interesting to see it develop as it goes on.
Nice. And well, Dillon has read it. Did Kael just leave? Kael left.
Kael.
Nice.
Rest in peace, Kael.
Kael drowned.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
You touched tongue, man.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, Discord crash, don't worry.
Alright, cool. Anyways, we're about halfway through, so that means it's time for the water break.
Really? Jesus Christ, we talk
Um,
so much, dude.
Well,
I
somebody,
just say,
felt the need.
The point of it is to speak, to be honest.
Like, I like put less topics on the topic list because I expected like more people to talk about the book for an extended period of time. But also somebody felt the need to tell us about some random coup in 1600s.
Don't call my
Anyways.
name, boy.
Anyway,
Can I just say this is the first time I've actually heard Ameerah's voice, and that makes me very happy.
nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Sometimes I
I
forget
know
that
she's
Lachlan
fabulous.
doesn't live in Trinidad.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean,
I am in a
this,
constant state of forgetting that.
this is also the first time I hear an Ameerah voice.
It's also the first time I'm hearing Ameerah's voice.
Dun dun
Perfect.
dun.
Wait, what?
Anyways,
Ameerah got body snatch.
the
Anyway, I'm
segue.
at a social event, so I should probably go.
Why you at?
Are you
Why
really?
you in the podcast at a social event?
Because I don't know
Lachlan
anyone here, and there's
arrived.
no one my age.
Bruh.
Lachlan
Oh, boy.
arrived just in time to not be able to speak of the book because it had spoilers, and then leave.
My timing is perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Just Kelly, coming in
Actually,
just to say I like Accra and then dip in.
I too like
an
Accra.
important contribution.
How are you feeling about Accra?
You know, doesn't like Accra? Ali.
Yes, but we already talked. We're not
yeah.
reacting.
Yeah.
The segue
Why
off
would
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Thank you
rerun?
for reminding me of that.
the segue
Yeah.
off of books.
Anyway,
Next topic we have
farewell.
listed. Childhood books. What books did you read at a young age?
Ooh, there's this book I like. There's this book I
Did you
used to
say
read
you
it
would
so
leave
much
it?
that apparently. Yeah, but I
Oi.
have an input for this. I'll leave after I talk to you.
Okay, go ahead.
There was this childhood book I used to read a lot, and my mother used to read it to me so much that I apparently used to be able to like recite it word for word. And it's called "With How Like the Big, Fat, Beautiful, Smelly Warthog Found a Friend." And the entire
Oh.
the entire concept is just like there's this big warthog who smells really bad, and he keeps going to his friend's house. He keeps going to like other animals' houses to try and make friends with them. But then because he's so smelly, he attracts a lot of flies, and the flies keep like swarming them, and then people like go away from him because they don't want to be around him with the flies. But then he goes to a bird's house, and the bird eats all the flies, and then he and the bird become friends because now he attracts the flies, and the bird just eats them.
Oh.
That's cute.
What?
I
The
didn't
moral of
mean
the
like
story is
that
that
far
even if
back
you
in
smell
childhood
bad,
though.
you smell.
Well, you should have specified what it was.
Like probably like
You
the
said
other
child-
day or something.
I meant like like
I-
he was like 10,
Oh. I also read Aragon and Percy Jackson books, and I loved both of them.
Ah, boy.
Percy
Sure,
Jackson.
classics.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, what was I gonna talk about? I forgot what
Oh,
books I was
Biology.
reading. Series of Unfortunate Events. That's it. I love the series of unfortunate
Good
events.
book. Good book.
Oh, good book.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
My
follow that.
cousin bought me Events Game Boy game, and I have never, ever expressed any interest in series of Unfortunate Events. And he
But it's a
handed
really
it to me
good
with full
series of
confidence that I
unfortunate
would love
events.
that game.
Have you ever read any of the books?
No,
They have all
but
aged
I
incredibly
should.
well. Yeah, I'll lend you them. If
Hey,
we
thanks,
ever
man.
see each other again, we might not.
You flying off to Canada like tomorrow? That's trouble. Scott. Going on the line.
Yeah, anybody else?
What's your childhood books, fellas?
I used to read the Hardy Boys series, not
Hardy
necessarily
Boys.
specifically Hardy Boys, and the series called Famous Five. I don't know if any of y'all read it.
By Enid Blyton as well.
Mm-mm.
I think it's Enid Blyton, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Oh.
these small children solving mysteries. It was good. It was really good.
I think I've read like one Famous Five book, and that's all.
Yeah, I think I read like up to number 2.
And then I was obsessed with every Rick Riordan book.
Yes.
Very true,
They were
very
pretty
true.
good.
Not true.
Rick Sheridan.
I do not like Rick Riordan
Nah.
books at all.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You just grow to them, I guess.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I
I don't
feel
like
like
him
it
as a
was
I
like
think
person.
he
Form
just
1.
never really like. Yeah. Pretty sure he just
Wondering it.
never really like.
Gone series though. Oof.
I love the Gone series, but yeah, I remember it was like sometime in Form 1 I was reading one of the sequel series to Titan Peak. And I was like, yeah, why the hell am I reading this? This is boring as hell. And I just never picked it back up again.
L.
Yeah.
Absolute L.
And
Yeah.
I have a book series.
go ahead, Jeff.
I have a book series. The Nicholas Flamel book series.
Hey, that's some good
Magic.
hardware.
It's
Never,
magic.
never read them. I think I've seen them in the books, so I never read
Dog.
them.
Please, all you need to read it.
At
Rajiv.
least one of those numbers.
I'll learn it.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
learn
it's
it
a
all
book
you.
club.
Yeah, Rajiv, what
I think I have
you,
Let's see. Nancy Drew too. Yeah, that was pretty good. I also had like this Sherlock Holmes original short stories compilation. That was really great.
Yeah.
Nice. Sharma.
Um, wait, I hated reading books as a child, okay?
Oh no.
Oh
Right, and
god.
I started reading
Till
in Form
now,
2.
actually.
Shut up, no. And my friend lent me this book. She used to read a lot, and I never did. And I had a book for like a month, and then one day current went when I was home, and I had nothing to do. So I read the book, and then I couldn't put it down, and I have read all except the last one,
What was the
Children
book?
of the Children of the Lamb.
I have those.
Oh,
I've never read them, but I have two of them.
It's
That's
so
not
good. They were
that's
so
not
good.
Hannibal Lecter.
No,
Bruh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the
no,
first
no,
two
that's
books.
Silence.
Children of the
Yeah, that's
Lamb. It was
Silence of the
really
Lamb.
good. That was my first series of books.
This is
Nice.
Children of the Lamp with
Meat.
the P.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Well, the classics, Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, went through those Gone series, all that stuff.
Love
But
guns.
then, like, I think a big part of my childhood when I was around like 10 to 12 was one of my uncles would get me a lot of like books that were like encyclopedias on different animals and stuff. And I would just read those front to back like
Oh my
multiple
god, same.
times about different types of animals and stuff, different categories. And I would like absolutely adore those books. And now I can't find any of them, but I know there's somewhere around. And yeah, that really jump started my like creative side because I would like to draw some of the animals and stuff in the books. It's a good time. Good vibe.
Nice. Dillon.
Uh, I think everything has been said. Um, um,
I have been spoken for.
basically Rick Riordan books. Lord of the Rings. I don't think anybody said that one.
No,
Oh yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
said Harry Potter.
I don't like Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
but
I feel like
I
those
do like
are
Harry Potter. You know.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Actually,
Okay.
have
I
not
know
read.
too much about it, but like I
Yeah.
don't like
I've watched
really.
all the movies. I like the movies, but I don't want to read
Harry
those
Potter.
books. Those books too
I've
damn
read
long.
all the
Yeah.
books and
The
seen
only
the
one I
Yeah,
have
books
ever
and
read
movies.
is Chamber of Secrets.
Skip.
um,
Okay.
what else, bro?
I'm not going to say Harry
I have
Potter.
two.
No.
I have two book series series of unfortunate events books. Because of Ali, and I have never read them. Um,
They're good.
Well done, Ali.
and
I
I
think I
think
read
that's
all of them
about
last
it.
year.
Besides like random like books about like Nikolai said like books about animals and dinosaurs and shit. Other than that, it's like
As
yeah,
the high quality stuff, bro.
It really is.
it really is.
I
Nice.
like
Oh, I
I'll
had
Twilight.
say
read this shit. I can't even remember the name of it. That's whack. I'm not even sure if it's a Rick Riordan book.
Why you
We'll come
saying
back
it
to it
like
another
that?
time.
hey,
Rick Riordan.
shout out to fourth grade
Rick
bike club, the
Riordan.
name of that series.
Hey.
Y'all,
Oh my
y'all
god.
remember 39 Clues?
Yeah,
No,
Oh
never read
yeah.
them.
That was
I read
good.
like one book and I was like,
The
yeah, it sucks.
Mm-mm.
Nikolai.
I
Ali,
liked it, but
Ali, Ali.
I only read like one or two.
Yeah.
Nikolai just sent me back when he studied the Vladimir Todd series.
Yeah, I love that
I
series,
read
but
it
that's not
recently the other
surprising
day,
because
and
I am the resident vampire lover. So not at all a surprise. But that
yeah,
series, I
I
read that
love that
religiously.
series as a like when I was younger. I really love that, so I read it the other day for the nostalgia, and it was terrible. I
There
realized
we
I actually did not
go.
like it.
There we go.
Yeah. Moral of the
Yeah.
story
Beautiful.
is don't
It's
reread
like
the
if you try to
first book.
rewatch Naruto, lol.
Like trying to watch
Yeah,
Naruto
you
in
know,
the
it's
first
pretty
place.
good.
So,
But we're not going to talk about.
No, like original Naruto.
uh,
Well, never mind. I take it back.
You kind of swing out it all.
y'all ready to move on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last
Sure.
thing I would say is I think the thing that I read the most in my childhood is like quarterlies from church. And that's where I assemble all of my knowledge of Bible stories. Read the
Speaking of
entire
Bible
Bible and then realized
stories,
it was just
Oh yeah,
yeah, and then I realized it
And
was just like
that's a good segue.
yeah.
people talking about their genealogies for like 4 chapters. I'm like, okay, that's good.
Okay, while you tell the weekly Bible story, Kael, you want to play chess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
the weekly Bible story. This one is short and without any real message because I just want to clown on this one character in the Bible real quick. So, in the age of King David, he had a multitude of children. One of them was Absalom. Absalom was just beautiful. Everybody loved him. He knew how to like talk to the people and butter them up. He had his like luscious Fabio hair, and he was just like holding it down. He was doing it big. One of the things he would do is he would stand outside of David's court as he was like settling matters, and people that waiting outside that not getting to go in because there's so many matters. He would be like, "Damn, y'all have it real rough. If I was king, y'all wouldn't have to deal with this. Like y'all know that. Y'all know that." So everybody loved Absalom to the point that Absalom just like assembled his forces and just like took the kingdom. So now you have David and Absalom at war. David is like on the run and stuff. Other things going on. And David, being David, he's like, that is my enemy, but he's also my son. If you guys defeat him, do not kill him. Just bring him to me. And capture him however you can. If he has to die, then he has to die. But if you can capture him, bring him. So around one of the battles, Absalom is riding through the forest on, I think it was a mule, not even like a horse. He's going through the forest. Thank you, Kael. And as he's going through, his luscious locks get tangled up in a tree to the point that he's now hanging from this tree and his mule has like ran off and left him. So he's just like hanging from this tree like a dumbass because his hair is too fabulous for his own good. So one of the like dispatches of David's soldiers come over and they see him hanging from the tree like a dumbass. And they're like, haha, idiot. So this soldier like is like, damn, this is really good. We get like the enemy commander. However, David would absolutely ice me if some no-name person was to just like kill his son. So I'm gonna go get my manager. So he goes talk to the manager, aka the commander, and he's like, "Yo, Absalom is up in this tree. We could capture him." And for some reason, this commander is just way too about the action. He's like, "No, we're gonna kill him." So he goes over to Absalom, who now, even after he has been discovered, then they left him to go to the commander and brought the commander back. Still can't get his hair untangled from a tree, and he's just hanging there helplessly. The commander just walks up to him and just kills him with 3 spears. Now, for some reason, this guy uses 3 different spears to kill him through the heart. So I don't know if he just like straight up missed the first time, the first 2 times or something on this stationary target. But yeah, he eventually just kills Absalom. And the soldiers are like, damn, I guess we win. However, what's gonna happen to you? And the commander's like, me and David is good on good. It doesn't matter that I just murdered his son. And that was the end of it. Absalom just got absolutely murdered because his hair was just too fabulous for his own good. If I was part of the staff at Prez, the moral of the story would be to cut your hair. But I'm not. So there is no moral. Just don't be Absalom. Don't overthrow your father. And if you are going to, don't get stuck in a tree. Idiot. Thus concludes the story time.
Wait, what happened to the
The moral of
commander
the story
after?
is
I actually don't remember at all. Like even a little bit.
what I take away from this is that if Ali rock my child a red brick in the head, that's his vibes, dog.
What?
The only
Okay.
takeaway is okay to murder your friend's child.
We his vibes, dog. That is
Okay,
it.
I found the actual moral of the story. It is okay to murder your friend's son if he is stuck in a tree.
Yeah, I agree. Hard luck to my alleyway.
Don't
I don't think
ever
this
let
is
your
the
children
moral,
play out.
like at all.
Yeah, there is no more. It's just like he just dies like an idiot, and I just love making fun of him.
Can
Nice.
you actually hang from your hair in a tree?
I
Who knows?
wouldn't try.
I feel like all that weight on your neck would be kind of problematic.
Definitely wasn't a pleasant experience, but we'll talk about the
Test it out.
inverse of this. So this is the story in which not cutting your hair was the downfall. So next time we'll talk about the story in which cutting your hair is the downfall.
Oh, which one
Sounds
is
Where
that?
did I
fun.
miss that? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
sounds. That's next time. Fantasies, old Bible stories, and more.
Are there any
Next
more hair
time.
stories? Yes, Samson.
Yeah, technically. We'll do a quickie real quick.
A quickie.
So this one is shut up.
Unfortunate
Shut
word choice.
the hell up. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I'm trying to be a child of God. And these heathens are jumping on.
Christ.
So
Hate to see
Absalom's about too much hair, Samson's about not enough hair. We talk about a guy who's bald, in which case they were just a guy who was bald. And some kids were like, haha, bald. And God apparently was so pissed off that he just sent 2 bears to kill all of them.
I mean, like, to be fair, he was a
I'm
prophet.
not sure why I know this one, but I do.
Like, he was just bald. They were like, haha, you're bald, which,
And to die.
although mean-spirited, is true.
Hmm.
But then
Realize you didn't take my
God himself sent 2 bears to kill all of the children.
Don't
There were
make
like
fun of
40
people.
of them. It was a
Yeah.
massacre.
It seems like a very like Zeus thing to do, but it's just normal God. So like,
I mean,
That,
Old
that
Testament
story
God,
has a moral though.
the Old Testament
Don't
Abrahamic
make fun of
God is
bald
pretty
men.
Don't just don't make fun of people.
God, is
God will
God gonna
kill
get
you.
mad at me if I message JPEG Mafia on Twitter and just be like, haha, bald? And just like watch my
Yeah.
back?
Probably.
God hates you, bro.
That one's also probably true.
Yeah,
You're good to move on?
yeah, man.
Ah!
We're good to move on.
No, Ali not good to move on
Ali
right
not
now.
prepared. He not
Oh,
prepared.
wait. I blundered. Yeah, good game.
Good game.
I was not in the zone. That was terrible.
Who's moving on? Who's moving on?
Yeah, moving on. It's fine. Anyways. Yeah,
Oh my
next topic.
god, the accuracy. I have 10.4 and you have 6.3.
Yeah, that was a horrible game because both of us were just playing like trash.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways,
next topic.
y'all good to move on?
Yeah. This will be twofold. So first off, I want to talk about strengths and weaknesses in high school because we had some and we had some of the other. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'll
Lord.
start off to like set the tone. Right?
Oh boy.
In high school, I felt like my biggest strength was problem solving, and that's why I think I naturally just took to doing math. You know, because
I mean, okay.
even though I do not like math, I was just good at it. I'd guess. What do you all think?
is that why you balance a single accountancy?
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know
Yes.
Ali enough to
Yes.
know if he know maths.
He got a math scholarship.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, but like he say his biggest thing is problem solving, but look at the degree he doing.
Forgot.
but that does solve issues
It
though.
does show problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's
he's
nothing.
not good at doing it though.
Yeah, Ali's not a good person to talk to.
Bruh, what do you mean?
Oh god.
That is debatable.
If you
Yeah,
have
that's
depression,
debatable.
Ali will be like,
Somebody
I don't know.
else go.
I don't
Somebody else
care.
start talking about themselves. Jesus Christ.
My biggest strength in high school was not giving a fuck, and
Was that a strength?
Okay.
Okay.
because
That's not strength.
because then
People are
you
feelings.
can't be
Dylan.
disappointed, right? Like,
Oh, you mean specifically in relation to the teacher?
yeah.
I know that they had literally zero expectations of you at all times. Even after subverting their expectations, they would not raise them.
Yeah, it's true.
All of us were just
Like
miserable students.
I remember we would just go in Rajiv class, and then he would just take homework, and I would just get up and walk out. Like, that is just how it's be.
Let him just
Yeah.
stand outside immediately.
I was
Yeah.
living outside our man class, dog.
Mm.
It was kind of hype outside, to be honest.
Nah, You fronting because the only people I remember being outside with me every class was me and Rai, right?
I'll be outside every now and then. You just kind of stand the hole and see people going to TD.
Yeah, sure. They'll be like, "Ah, look at this." Anyway,
You resurface some memories.
that
You
I
see,
would
both of
heckle
you
them back.
talk about a strength, but you didn't think about a weakness, which was the second part of the main
Weakness just
heading.
is implied that it was everything else.
Oh, my weakness is academics.
Dylan, I think your strength is not giving a fuck and your weakness is not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
very true.
Two-pronged spear
probably it.
with
Yeah, you're
double-sided
right.
sword.
Yeah,
Double
my
edge.
biggest strength was cuffing Anthony face.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I 100% agree.
Yes.
Please do not
Because
continue that
Brad took him,
topic.
right?
We cannot talk about that.
Okay.
Somebody else.
We
I
condone violence.
already deal with the consequences. It's
Just bleep
fine.
it up. Just bleep it out.
I already do my time, bro.
Somebody else
I'll
read
not
Ameerah.
editing this.
My biggest weakness was not being decisive about anything ever.
Oh my god, Sharma, that's you.
I remember
No,
when
it's
they,
not.
when they told us we had to pick subjects for CAPE, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't know what subjects I liked. I didn't know what subject I didn't like. I just didn't know. If somebody had picked for me, that would have been my ideal situation. I remember I chose bio, physics, and pure. Then
Oh boy.
2 days later, I went back and I chose biochem phys. And then the week where we got results, I went back and I switched back to biophys maths. And then and then on the
Theoretically.
on the very day that school starts, the dean was giving out timetables. I realized I don't want to do biophys maths, so I finally switched
Oh
back
no.
to biochem phys.
Okay, when you graduated, what subjects were
Doing
you
the
doing?
subject now.
Biochem phys.
Okay,
That was my final choice.
nice.
At the very last second, I made my choice.
Hey, Nicola, and we do that too?
No, you're talking about.
Wait, you didn't do biocampus?
Wait, yes, but not. I thought when you
Wait,
say
what you
we do
mean?
that too, I thought you were talking about switching subjects.
Oh,
I
no,
think you
no,
just
no,
mean
no.
Yeah, y'all
biochemistry.
did biocampus. I did biophys math.
Jump out the window.
Kael
No,
was
Me and
okay.
Nicola was the only two people who do biocampus.
My biggest strength is being cute. So I was
Oh,
good with all the teachers.
that's not what you be telling me in the DMs, big
Okay.
man.
my biggest strength was being a positive role model for the entire.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
That's true. That's true.
Tap in. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah,
You are a bad
shining
person.
beacon of hope.
Ali,
I
Listen,
describe
sit
everything
next
I
to
think
you.
listen,
about you.
I
listen to me
sit
right
no,
now.
I sit next to that man for every bio class, and he was always on his phone. Like I don't know
Listen to me.
what.
Listen to me. Ali was breaking rules of the school on a regular basis
Stealing
without
Every
property.
question.
day,
But he
Stealing
was
every
property.
day.
also an amazing influence,
No,
pillar
He
of the community.
he was a good leader, but leading the bad things.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Dillon, put your bag on your desk so I can sleep. Yeah, okay, would like.
Exactly. He trying to keep up your health, bro. He trying
Mhm.
to tell you need to rest every now and then.
It was really
But
that
I was
easy, man.
planners.
No,
Put your back on it.
I put I I put in my bag on the desk for him to sleep.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
can't buy your
he's
rest.
showing you that you need to also take a rest.
But do
You
you
could have
see
taken a
bag?
sleep.
But do you see bag?
Anyways, anybody else have anything to add specifically, Rajiv or Sharma?
Sharma.
Sharma.
Jeev.
I I I honestly cannot think of anything because I believe I have repressed all my memories from high
It's
school.
completely
So like I
understandable.
have nothing
Rajiv.
to think.
Huh. Well, strength, I guess. I have a decent memory. I was alright
Yeah,
at
he's killing
academics.
everything, boy. I don't want to hear it.
You know things. You know
Man
things.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
chopping up them something
Yeah, yeah,
Weakness, I guess, besides, the obvious one.
yeah.
indecisiveness and your ego.
Yeah. I guess I never really put myself out there because, afraid of failure. So I never tried anything outside my comfort zone.
Afraid
that's
of getting
interesting.
sick.
Y'all know what like a jack of all trades is?
Yes.
Tell
Yeah.
me.
I'm
Mhm.
that. I'm a jack of all trades, but for bad stuff. Like
Oh.
Well
Bad stuff.
done.
A
jack of
jack
all
of some
trades.
trades.
Jack of all trades is like, you're kind of good at everything. I am kind of bad at everything.
Oh
Nice.
god.
Oh. Oh.
At least you could do it.
That's ideal.
Alright, you're running a bit low on time, so let me just move on to Secret
Hey,
Talent
hold
could
on,
Show.
I'm
just-
talking my strength.
We could just
Oh yeah,
extend
yeah, me
it.
go ahead, me go ahead.
I think my strength was creativity because it allowed me a great outlet throughout like the entirety of it. And it really made me think about what I wanted to do and like figured out the direction I wanted to go because I loved doing creative things and like writing stuff and coming up with stories. I had like translated very well, I think, into comp sci and being able to think like flexibly on solving different problems and stuff. Uh, but I think my weakness that I was thinking about just before it and immediately forgot as I started talking. I think, geez, actually completely blank on what I was gonna say.
It's because you're excited for the Secret Talent Show.
Your
None of
weakness
us
is that you
really.
cannot
Secret
remember.
talent show.
Does not exist.
Your weakness is that you forget
Nobody
easily.
has to. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, like that was the weakness I was gonna say. Yeah, I had like completely.
you,
Wow, it actually just manifested
you
as
know
I
what
was
you
talking
know what
about.
that is?
I would
You know what that
forget
is?
about everything needed to do. So like forget deadlines and everything. I would forget about things that I wanted to do too. I would just be very scatterbrained. And yeah, I would never just like do things when I needed to because I would forget them all the time.
Mood.
Alright. So
You
yeah,
onset dementia.
it's time for the Secret Talent Show. Because
Oh no.
a week ago, this came up. I was like, alright, fellas, let's talk about the next podcast. Something that, you are good at or that you enjoy doing that nobody else really knows about you. And it occurred to me in the week while trying to think up of one that none of us have those. And this is
Hey.
kind of difficult.
I have things that I enjoy doing that I think most people don't
Go
know
ahead
about.
then. Go ahead,
I don't
because
have any secret
the rest of us are rambling.
No, you don't even have something.
Like, I have something, but it's not really secret. It's just like,
What is
yeah,
it?
you go ahead, meet.
I mean,
Brethren.
most we kind of open, so like
Yeah, like
most
we've
of
known
we
each other
know
for
Yeah.
too
each
long.
other.
Mira, do you have
There are
something
Yeah.
about
things
yourself that you don't know? That the rest
I
of us
think a
don't
lot
know?
of the things that I would say are things that people outside of this server would not know. But people in this server, I think I've talked about it in this server before.
Hmm.
Like how I have like a question corner thing that I do in some of the servers, where I just like ask a random question in a large server and just like talk to people
Yeah,
about the
you've talked
answers.
about that here. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
0 points. Ameerah.
BTA.
Mine are kind of dumb.
That's
um,
okay.
It can't
I
be worse than
can
meats.
I can
It literally can't.
So, when you have like a body of written text, like if you write something down in your own handwriting, and
Alright.
then you put it up to a mirror, and it kind of like mirrors the words.
That's what mirrors
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can
Thank you, Ali.
I can fluently write like if I am writing the mirrored words.
No
Oh,
way.
Okay, that's
Well,
cool.
As
fellas,
Da
per
Ameerah,
Vinci.
That's
as
cool
Ameerah
as
if
is
hell.
I'm writing.
actually a clone from beyond the mirror world.
I'm
We
Ameerah,
from
I,
all,
the
we all know it.
That's 100
Ameerah, are
points
you
for Ameerah.
left-handed?
Yeah, so I can't remember how I discovered this. I genuinely do not know how I discovered this. But I can write just almost as fast as if I'm writing normally.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right. Right-handed.
Interesting.
Alright,
So your
Kael.
left brain.
I
I
can
can
So
lick
it
my
also
doesn't work
elbow.
like that, Kael.
you can lick it out.
Kael, go ahead. What's
Yeah, I
your
can lick
secret
my
talent?
You
elbow.
already see it.
What?
It's not
I can
secret
lick
that
my elbow.
That's 10 points
you
for
have
Kael.
extensively explained to us that you can do
How
Rajiv.
much people can lick their elbow?
it. Okay,
I
not secret.
I can bend my fingers back 180 degrees.
We already know that.
Yeah.
Well, oh god. I didn't know that.
What?
I know.
What else? I can't think of anything
0
else.
points
I
for
tell you all everything I do, more or less. Wow.
Sharma is not here. 0 points for Sharma.
I can also. I encourage them with my song.
I also would have gotten 0
No,
points
no, no,
because
no,
I don't
no.
have any talent anyways, so it don't matter.
Dillon.
Dillon, 0
I
points.
think
Ali.
everyone. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ali.
Go
No,
ahead,
I mean
Dillon.
I don't really think it have anything that like you all don't know.
All right, Ameerah wins.
0
Yeah,
points for
man.
Ali for suggesting.
This is a horrible segment. Yeah,
Minus 100
We
points
know
for
each
Ali.
other for too long.
exactly. That was like exactly it.
I wasn't trying
I
to
only
talk
know
to you
you
all about
like
any obscure thing that I'm doing.
there's only
You
like
see,
my third day out there.
Lachlan should have been here for this segment.
Like I wish Mafia counted because that's like something like I'm very actively engaged in. It was like a
Yeah,
whole
but
other
we
don't
know
have-
that.
I
I
talk
don't
about it
even
too
have
much.
any obscure interests that I haven't talked about at length in here.
Yeah.
Same,
I even
same,
talk
same.
about watching fishing videos and shit.
All right, let's just move on to the very last thing that we have to talk about before the word of the day is the K-pop sampling test. And to preface this, what happened was I was talking about how I can't
Zero
get into
faith.
K-pop because I don't think there's enough like individuality in it, to say very crudely, and that I can't.
Which is a lie.
Oh God, love you.
Like, finish.
Yeah, like I can't like distinguish between groups too well, and I can't distinguish between members in the groups too well. So I thought, okay, let me just take 2 albums from 2 different groups, throw them in a playlist, hit shuffle, and see like how much I can actually distinguish. And what I did is took 1 album from Twice, one album from Blackpink, and it's a total of 17 songs, 7 from Twice, 9 from Blackpink. And the results are as follows. Please direct your
That's
attention to the
a
podcast.
17, that's
Numbers are
16.
real.
Yo, you got
16.
odd, bro. Yeah.
I
Numbers
said
are real.
16.
No,
You
you
say
didn't.
You
17.
said 17.
I said 16.
You
No, you
said
said
17.
17.
Whatever, 16. These are the results that I did not. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 out of 16 correct.
Yeah.
The guesses
mean-
listed, and then like if that guess was correct or not.
I don't think it would have been a good idea to use albums because they have A and B sides, so you should have just used title tracks instead.
I don't care.
Jeez, like a K-pop
You
scientist,
really
like
care.
PhD K-pop.
No, like think of the
What's
album.
the
It's like
A and
they
B
have
side?
their own vibes, right? And I think like that helped a lot when I recognized the vibe of the album.
Yeah.
Like
As soon as you get
like-
familiar with the group,
yeah, you could see
get
like
a better
early
understanding.
on, I was kind of struggling, and then I was starting like to put it together.
Because Twice is more of a cutesy concept, and
Yeah.
Blackpink is more mature.
And also just as Blackpink at the start of their songs, that made it really easy.
That didn't have any effect.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Blackpink.
Yeah. What I learned
Plus-
was that I do not like Blackpink. I don't think they're that good. I'm sorry, any
They're
Blackpink
not.
fans listening.
They're really not that good.
Because like I see so many people talking about Blackpink, and then I decided to listen to Blackpink, and I regret it. I didn't like it. That's just me. Whatever. I like Twice.
It's just you.
And yeah, like I could distinguish between Twice and Blackpink most of the time, except for like the random like tone change songs. Like Twice just had this random, like very intense Blackpink sounding song, and Blackpink had a couple like softer Twice sounding songs, and I was like, why the hell do these exist?
Because they want variety in their discography.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to win a challenge.
Nah, they just don't want to see you in it.
And yeah, I would say
If
that.
if you wanted a challenge, I mean, if you didn't, I mean, okay, hold on.
Yes, I do.
You cut me off for that.
Yeah, I did.
You cut him off to cut yourself off.
Like I
Should
could
have used
distinguish
Dreamcatcher
between,
instead.
I could distinguish between Twice and Blackpink, but I could not tell when different people were singing.
Is he not familiar with the group?
Yeah, I think that might be it. But like, I couldn't tell, if somebody else stopped singing and another person started.
Momo.
I don't know what Momo sounds like.
Hmm.
So yeah,
No, Momo.
that sums up the K-pop sampling test.
Joe, if you just really push Momo to do a nasally voice, I know they'll like it.
Oh god! All right, we're not talking about K-pop anymore. Rajiv, please give us the word of the day.
Thank you for your input, Kia.
The word of the day is vacillate, which means to
Yes.
waver between different opinions or actions, or to put it simply, to be indecisive.
Oh boy, Ameerah.
Yeah,
Which means to be Rajiv.
Ameerah.
Rajiv's chief
wow.
character trait is indecision.
Rajiv, can you spell it in the chat?
Yes. Oh yeah,
I
sure.
and
Hey, you want to try and spell it before I put the correct spelling?
So
yeah. So
spell
what
it,
is
we
it?
know.
V.
Yeah, man.
Wait, hold on. What was it with? Repeat it.
Vacillate.
Use it in a sentence.
I vacillated between two decisions.
Oh, there's spell check. Thank you, spell check.
All right, yeah.
Went
There's
between
a
two
spell
decisions,
check.
between two decisions, says Rajiv.
And the etymology, please.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. There's no S,
The etymology, please.
right? The etymology. It
The
started
epitome
means to
Rajiv.
waver between two opinions from the 1620s. Before that, the earliest known usage from the 1590s mean to sway unsteadily, so literally to sway.
So
And
it's
it
a
ultimately
relatively
comes
young
from,
word then.
This
yeah.
is why in the
I
morning.
mean, as far as words go, it's pretty.
This is
not
vacillating
that.
in the morning.
It's pretty old. It's 1500s. That's old.
Yeah, but
This
words,
vacillating in
they'd
the
be from
morning.
like Latin times and stuff, whenever that was.
English has very
Whenever
few
that
words
was.
directly from Latin. Most English words from Latin come from the Norman conquest, which brought
Norman.
Latin-based, Romance-based words into English. But
Ali, I didn't know that way.
Oh god.
I'll
Yeah.
be
Stupid
kind of
Caribbean
stupid.
studies too much, man.
Like common knowledge, but
But yeah, it's from Latin ultimately, vacillatus, and eventually vacillare, which means to sway to and fro, also to hesitate.
Nice.
Yes, and that is the etymology.
wait. I have a hidden talent. I could clap with one hand.
Alright, 10 points scale.
Can't hear.
Grand total 20.
Thank you.
I
20
can do that
points.
too.
Yeah.
Wait, we already knew you could do that. I've taken away your 20 points.
No.
We also knew that he could. We knew that he could lick his elbow too.
0
He
points
said it
scale.
last week.
Alright, anything, like, we ready to wrap up now? Anybody else?
Anything
Closing
substantial.
statements?
Actually worth talking about.
You have anything worth to say?
But
Closing
throw away
statements,
this whole
fellas.
podcast. Throw away this recording. just done the podcast. We're not doing it anymore.
You see this, yeah?
You're real moody after
I'm not confident anymore. You killed my vibe.
You just destroy your segments at the beginning. Alright, so.
Nobody? Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. No closing statements. I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's gonna play the theme song. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, good night.